to steal it.
You did say that.
And this is another episode of Maybe I'm Tripping with Joy of the Queen and
Big Ken.
No, you're supposed to say it like B.
And Big Ken.
You gotta reach and grab. Hilarious. We'll wait for people to come in and then we'll resume our stories.
We were already on an hour.
That's cool. It shouldn't take much longer for the rest of these.
Shit, we can't even get into my rant. Maybe next episode. Maybe next Monday.
We can still get into it. These ain't gonna take long. I got a couple of RIPs, and then I got the rest of the abuse stories lined up. And then we can always leave on a happy note. Got a nice story for that.
I'm happy. No alone. Thanks, mama.
I got this, sir. What up, Julie? We back. Can you hear both of us? Be our beta tester. Ken, can you stop sucking on that thing for once and pay attention?
That's what she said.
No, that's what he said.
I think women should take that joke and twist it like that.
Huh?
I think women should take that joke and twist it like that.
We do. You just don't be in women's conversation to know what we be talking about. So.
Hey, Julie, do we sound better now? We be platform hopping.
Yeah.
Boy, you think I have a hound dog to make this damn dog bark?
Why don't you show your dog on camera?
Because I'd have to pick her heavy butt up.
She should be tall enough.
No. I'd have to move the camera.
Yeah, we are way more clear, Julie. I can hear him so much better now. Oh, wow. Palms? I gotta stop this.
What?
Nothing. Can get people's exact addresses now. See, people lucky I'm not crazy.
Hey, Julie, is the smoke whiter on here? I changed my video settings to HD.
Stands for huge douche.
Damn.
Just play it. I'm just playing.
That one kind of stung a little bit.
Oh, yeah?
We need to check on Kirby, man. We ain't seen her in a minute.
Kirby, where you at? Where's everybody else at?
This rain probably got people caked up.
Draped up and dripped out. Know what I'm talking about.
What up, my boy Marquise Kelly, man? What's happening?
What up?
Keith, we gotta have you on the show, man. When we get these kinks kicked out, we gotta have you on the show, man. I got to get out the VA too. I know I keep saying it, bro. I got to get out the VA, man. I got to get out the VA.
Ken, you know where I really want to go?
To hell.
I'm already there now.
Because you the devil.
You the one in red.
Go show them, because that's my favorite color. Show them pointy ass ears on the bottom of that hair.
I don't have pointed ears.
Yes, you do.
That's elves, not demons.
You ever seen a gargoyle?
Nope.
You ever seen a Thundercat?
Nope.
Thunder, 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 thunder cats.
I want to move to California.
Man, my brother be everywhere, Keith. I don't know where he at right now. I know he was on a plane a minute ago. I don't know where the hell he at.
All right, so if you want, let's go ahead and continue our stories. Let's see. So we talked about the Meg Thee Stallion situation. Now there are reports of Joe Budden abusing his exes, Tahiri and Sin Santana.
I heard the thing on Sin Santana. Now that thing with Sin Santana, man, it always seems like the stories with Joe Budden and Sin Santana is when there's another episode of Love and Hip Hop about to pop off, or he's making another business venture and they trying to like get him canceled. Did you hear the story of him pleasuring his dog because he said that's the only release that they can get because there are no bitches around, which bitches is for female dogs. His dog's a male, and there's not a word to use to not make him feel weird, but they said, you know, you playing with your dog, you playing with your dog, but like I pet my dog, but I don't go nowhere near their genitalia. You know what I'm saying?
I think that is pretty creepy. You know. He
and I found out that video of that guy falling down the escalator. That wasn't Joe Budden. When he was going the wrong way and he eventually like fell.
Well, no duh.
It wasn't him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
when Julie cussed, it makes me just laugh. She said,
leave Julie alone.
She said smacking bitches.
Julie is a gangster. She will shoot you. Leave her alone. But yeah, I mean, the story's just, well, first he was accused of abusing his ex Tahiri. She said that he broke her nose and all this kind of stuff, hit her in the nose. And he actually released a video of her like kind of going off and explaining the story like, oh, whoever hit me in my nose, that wasn't no man. That wasn't no man. And all kinds of stuff like that. And he was like, don't worry, I'll handle it, blah, blah, blah. So basically the video kind of proved that it wasn't him that hit her in the nose. And she said it was him. Now the story with his ex saying that, you know, he chased her, he dragged her and all kinds of stuff. She actually came out with the video and said, you know, Joe's a good father. You know, I don't want anything to mess that up. You know, we have a great, you know, co-parent thing going on and, you know, stuff like that. So she didn't confirm or deny. She just more or less said that he's a good person, he's a good father, and she didn't want anything to come in between that.
Right.
So what do you think about Joe Budden, his dog pleasure and self, and the abuse allegations that are being leaked against him?
Public figures getting their business aired out in the street I need court documents, police records, and it just seems it's always convenient sometimes. It's always convenient. I don't get it.
Yeah. It is. So, in other abuse allegation news, an argument was leaked between Bow Wow and his ex, Kiyomi Leslie, alleged that he punched her in the stomach while she was pregnant and held her hostage. There is audio that was leaked that, you know, you can clearly hear her, you can clearly hear Bow Wow, and he was just going off and saying how he would ruin her life. And you know, she was like, I just want to leave. He said, no, you can't. She was like, so I got to fight you to get out of this room. And he was like, yep, basically. And then, of course, we remember the reports a while back where it showed a picture of Bow Wow and his face all scratched up. And then the girl didn't have anything, you know, wrong with her. And they assumed that, you know, she was the aggressor and all that stuff. So she finally, well, the details finally got leaked on that. So how do you feel about the Bow Wow situation?
I just need more evidence, man. It was, I mean, a year ago it was cancel everybody. This year, going in fall 2020, leak everything, leak private conversation, leak this, leak that. Just, you know, just make a story. This goes back to Kim Kardashian and her marketing tactics. It's just ain't nobody got nothing going on, so they just people don't care about positivity. They love contemptuous content.
True. The last story that I'm going to talk about, well, second to last story.
The truth when the lie is more entertaining.
That's true. Controversy itself is more entertaining. So, but my only question is this: why do all of these small, complex men are the ones that are being accused of abuse?
Because it's easy to put it on them. It's easy to say. I mean, you would think it's always the Chihuahuas, the ones always barking and biting, but you'll get a Rottweiler that just lay there and just wait for you to do something stupid. Then he will attack. But Chihuahua just, I'm little, so I have to be first. You know what I'm saying? So
ankle biters.
It just sells better, you know?
I guess. So David Adefeso.
Who the fuck is that?
I'll get to that. He files a restraining order against Tamar Braxton and alleges abuse. So this is Tamar's African boyfriend.
The one that almost died, or the one that was on the phone when she almost died?
I believe it's the one that was on the phone when she almost died.
I'm sick of talking about abuse.
I mean, these are the hot stories right now. Everybody's getting accused of abusing somebody.
Hey, let's go something else. Odell Beckham Jr. getting accused of enjoying women shitting on him.
That was my next story.
Defecating on him.
He actually.
Julie's question is why I wanted to keep moving. I knew it was coming.
Julie, I would have to agree with that. There's two sides. Well, there's three sides to every story: the left, the right, and the truth.
True. What's up, Mom? She's back.
That is not your mother. Thank you for joining again, Mother.
Good to have you. You're just mad because Patreon Bay not on here.
How do you know he's not on here?
Oh, so y'all texting on the low, talking about tell King he better stop attacking you before I put my hands on him.
First of all, I didn't say all of that. You assumed until you have evidence to prove otherwise.
Patreon Bay.
Story's fake.
In the text, please chat with us.
All I said was, how do you know he's not on here? I was being sarcastic. You ran with it. Anyway, so this was the baby mother of Chief Keef that accused Odell Beckham of wanting to be.
Damn, I didn't know it was that.
Yes. Her name is Slim Danger, which is she's like another Selena Powell out here that's trying to get all these celebrities caught up with sex scandals.
Who's Selena Powell?
Selena Powell?
Powell. I thought you said Powwow.
No, Selena Powell was the one that allegedly was supposed to be pregnant by Offset and had a baby in pictures and all this stuff and faked the whole pregnancy.
Okay.
Yes. She has been known to catch up a lot of celebrities. Selena Powell actually had a sex scandal with Snoop Dogg, with several celebrities and all of this stuff. So, yeah, jump offs pretty much, you know. What do you think about Odell Beckham supposedly wanting to get pooped on? He actually came out and started trolling, like, yeah, you know, shit's real, literally. Like, you know, just saying silly stuff about it. You know.
You got to understand that when celebrities and people, like, here's the thing. Back in the 90s, the big thing was, 90s, 2000s, just if you're different and eccentric, you're a homosexual. So the homosexual thing has died down to where people don't believe that these men or homosexuals are having different types of relationships with other genders or the same gender. It's not hitting the same no more. So, hey, let's start saying he like women shitting on it. Let's see how that goes. Nobody gives a fuck. Guess what? Odell Beckham is a professional football athlete. I like to speak on that because I played football semi-professionally, I might add. So it's just people trying to get their name out there, trying to find a reason to be in the goddamn spotlight. You got to attach yourself to somebody who hidden and come up with something to make it outlandish. Like, first of all, I don't care what Odell Beckham likes. The thing is, when people get to having an opinion about people's sexual preferences and what they like in their bedroom, makes me wonder what they do in their bedroom that they're hiding. You know what I'm saying? Just like,
my only thing is this: you're getting flued out, right?
Flued
out.
You're
getting flued out.
Yeah.
You're having these men pay for your company, pay for sex, pay to buy you things, feed you, house you, all of that stuff.
Basically, grown child.
Right. Pay for you to shit on them, literally. And all kinds of other stuff that has not been
That's the whole thing in Dubai. If you got a friend who broke and you find them in Dubai just randomly, that's what the hell they going there for, because them princes and them dudes be liking that stuff. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand, people be doing, you know, like, here's the thing, and it makes
they do strange things for some change.
The funky $40. But the thing is this, it brings me to a song. Near and dear to my heart. I don't know who sings it. Maybe somebody can help me out, but it's sweep around your own front door before you sweep around mine. Clean your shit up, literally, physically, Odell Beckhamly. Clean your shit up first before you talk about me and my shit.
I mean, he's taking it lightly. He's being a good sport about it. I mean,
gay for so long.
Yeah.
What happens? All he just finds a way to get a check off of it.
He has a beautiful girlfriend. They have a loving relationship. I'm sure he doesn't care about some groupie that just wants to get some money for some attention. So
right,
that's plain and simple.
But that goes back to weird ass motherfuckers and what they want to talk about when it pertains to celebrities and things like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. People keep calling me.
Can you sit down and have a podcast? Jesus.
I'm doing something. Hold on now. I didn't want to say I gotta go to the bathroom, but I'm going to the bathroom, okay? Jesus.
Hurry up.
Can I have a bio break?
Pissy ass. Just interrupting the podcast. Just do whatever he want to do.
Pay some bills.
But yes, Julie, I agree with that statement. It's about degradation. People pay to do things to other people because people allow it to happen. So, it just is what it is. If you're willing to be paid to do some shit like that, then you get what you ask for, pretty much. I do have some stories. We're going to send out a couple of RIPs. Floyd Mayweather's fighter, Danny Gonzalez, was fatally shot on Labor Day. RIP to him. I know that he was going to be a great, long-lasting boxer. I've seen him fight a couple times. He was good. He was good. It was related to some gang stuff. It was, just a very sad story, So RIP to Danny Gonzalez. Also want to give an RIP to former Temptations lead singer Bruce Williamson. He died from COVID-19. So RIP to Bruce Williamson.
You people don't believe that COVID is real. Y'all gonna stop playing.
And he was only 49 years old. So
young man.
I know every Christmas we play Temptations Christmas song and the Silent Night.
Right. Silent night. Ooh, holy night. Shepherds.
Can you? Thank you. All right. So there were.
I got. Hold on. What did Julie say? Woodward audio. Woodward. Who's Woodward? Canelo is suing Golden Boy Productions for not being paid for like his last 10 fights. I think he's going over to Mayweather after this.
I was just gonna ask you that. Do you think he's gonna go to Mayweather?
Hell yeah. His first fight, he can retire.
Yeah. So I want to talk about a couple of stories.
What if this type of story with Canelo and Golden Boy, and then he goes over to Mayweather Promotion and then fights a Golden Boy fighter? Man, that's going to be the fight of the year.
It definitely will, because you already know he knows everything, the intricacies of the inside work and trainings and all that stuff. So,
right.
And I'm sure just off of, regular matches that they have for practice, he's fought those people, so he knows their strengths and weaknesses. So,
right.
But yeah, so I want to move on to two short stories. And then Ken has a rant, and then we'll be done. So we're not going to you guys.
I got a post that I read that I want to share. My rant's kind of losing its luster because it would have been hot the day we tried to do the other one, but it'll come back to me. Somebody just pissed me off. You know how that goes. It's just observations and me thinking in my car by myself while I'm on the treadmill, but it'll come to me. But I want to wait till I'm angry again to put it out, because it's better when I'm angry and or drunk.
Well, aren't you tipsy now?
I'm actually not.
Can you get your sausage fingers out of the camera and sit down? You're moving too much. You're making my nerves bad, child.
You see how she talk about me, y'all? Call my fingers sausage. She know I'm diabetic.
You are not diabetic.
She know I'm diabetical. I'm looking for a napkin.
You ain't got no napkins in your house.
Here you are.
Julie said the Bob Woodward audio.
Who is Bob Woodward?
Let's take a look. I will look up that story right after I talk about these. So one of the stories that I wanted to kind of bring up is that the Ellen Show is coming back despite all of the backlash that she's had from people saying how, they were treated, mentally, things like that, as far as having a racially discriminative environment to work in.
They try to do the same thing to Steve Harvey. It just goes back to motherfuckers hating and can't bait the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Just, he's picking on me. He's this, he's that. Man, get some tough skin and get on with your life. God damn.
I don't think it was like that. I think it was more or less with minorities not getting opportunities, people being treated less than because Ellen walks in the room, things like that. When she promotes, and she has, always promoted a healthy work environment and that how much she loves her staff and all of this stuff, but behind the scenes, they're being treated very badly.
Here's the thing. She treats people well, and it like we did this like 20 podcasts ago. They got some fuck ups at work. Maybe them motherfuckers are fuck ups, and you treat fuck ups like fuck ups.
Not necessarily. They have people with great resumes. They have people that actually were there doing their job, got passed on for promotions, got passed on, just treated very badly. Like if Ellen would walk in the room, they said that you're not allowed to speak to her. Don't look at her. Don't do that. Don't touch nothing. Don't chew gum. Or just even people having conversations where, there's a minority worker sitting on the side of the table, and then two people who are not minorities are talking and saying, oh, you all guys look alike, and I don't have to know y'all names. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to address you by name. You're just that black chick with the braids or something like that. That.
And first of all, Ellen's a goddamn comedian. Secondly, motherfuckers need to get over themselves. God damn it, man.
Everybody wants to be treated with respect in their workplace.
My thing is this. Quit. If it's so bad, quit. If you so good, go get another job. Just like Jay-Z said, somebody said they made me make two then. That's all it comes down to. You don't got to stay at that job and take that abuse. You can quit anytime you want to. They try to do the same shit to Steve Harvey. They try to do the same shit to Oprah Winfrey.
I honestly don't think Steve Harvey's a good person.
I don't like Steve Harvey. He's not funny. He, got a little, somebody done dubbed him the spokesperson for all black people, and he just ran with it.
I knew that I couldn't trust him when I found out his hair was fake.
Man, everybody knew that.
So Julie is saying that Trump is calling COVID the worst thing ever, 200,000 deaths coming. He knows it's going to get bad. And then he does a rally 2 weeks later saying it's a hoax. He knew all the info back in January. I think we did speak on this, Julie. Yeah, and Ellen was being a hypocrite. I agree with that as well. She, in front of the camera, she just, gushed with positive energy and all of this stuff. And then on the back end, she's an asshole. And I'll say it, so. But, yeah, I mean, with the Trump thing, I think we did talk about that before. He knew this information prior to January, actually. It was around October of last year. It's almost been a year now that he probably has known this information and done nothing. People have brought it to his attention. People have talked about it. They have had meetings about it, and he refused to believe that, this is something serious, even though that we've had so many people that have lost their lives to the COVID. I'm going to say that I don't think that a lot of the deaths are 100% COVID related, but I will say that it does have a lot to do with the 5G towers that are being installed all over America. And I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist when I say that. So hopefully they don't shut our channel down for me even speaking on it. But yeah, this is information that he's had for a very long time.
Let's go back to Ellen. Then we're gonna go to Trump.
What you got to say about Ellen? Because I'm already over Ellen.
No, my thing is We all know bad people. We all know people with fucked up ass attitudes. We all know people that we fucking hate. How about we do this? If you don't like Ellen, stop watching her.
I never watched her.
No, me neither. But it's just.
I never watched Oprah either. I don't like her either.
So much energy and the shit we can't fucking control because at the end of the day, someone likes you and there's someone who doesn't like you. The only difference is we ain't got no money and we ain't got no platform.
Very true. But I don't put someone down for speaking out about the situation that they're in.
What if it's a lie?
If it's a lie, I mean, I'm sure that when people feel the courage to speak up and to come out about things, they would have evidence. But she said that when the show comes back, she will address this. So I want to see how she handles this. That'll be the only time that I would ever watch Ellen.
Tell me this. Ellen's rich enough to never put another show out. She ain't even got to address the shit. She's still going to be all right. And guess what? We still going to be fucking broke. Who gives a shit?
But I just want to see what she has to say for herself. She's always proud that she's from New Orleans. She's always proud that she was murdered. She said New Orleans.
She's from Metairie. Just like Britney Spears is from Kenner. She's not from New Orleans.
I've never said Britney Spears was from New Orleans. She's always said that she's from Kenner. Which I stopped claiming Britney after she had that meltdown because she kind of made Louisiana look a little bad. But
shit, NBA YoungBoy.
He makes Louisiana look even worse.
He makes Baton Rouge look terrible.
So does Boosie.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, listen, here's the thing.
Boosie threw a big giant ass pool party in the middle of a COVID crisis. And that doesn't make Louisiana look bad. Boosie wanted to pay a girl $1,000 to put her on live. Boosie is trying to pay Mark Zuckerberg, which he said Zuckenberger,
to get his Instagram back. They're to block my boy.
He's making Louisiana look a little bad, kid. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something, Joya.
Boosie also paid a stripper to come to his son's 13th, 14th birthday party to strip and molest him.
All allegations.
He said it. He's gonna lie on himself.
Is he gonna get him a check? Is he gonna keep his name in the spotlight? Yes.
He is also harassing my queen Rihanna, trying to get a date from her, and Rihanna would never date him.
Boosie. He say he gonna fly. He gonna fly his children. Go over there with your stepmama. But Boosie is who you will see in the front of the Piggly Wiggly talking shit. He like an old uncle now.
Boosie is a mess. But
Boosie openly gives back to the community hand over fist.
He does, but
he's an entertainer.
He's a controversial entertainer.
But he's not hurting anybody. Name a victim.
Himself.
And guess what he say? His mama be telling him to shut the fuck up. That ain't none of your business. Kind of be on his head.
Mama, I know you love Boosie.
Love Boosie, yeah.
And it's as with two Z's, mother. Your boy been out here tripping. Okay, Mom, I know you love him. I know that's your boy. She's always been a big, huge Boosie fan. I don't know why, y'all. I don't know why. Because
it's the epitome of Louisiana. If you just hear him talk, you just be like, man, I feel like I'm at home right now.
I can't. You know what I do like, though? He does give the best Vlad interviews because he's always messing himself up in those interviews. I'd be like, Boosie, why did you say this?
Right.
Threw yourself under the bus again. Anyway, let's move on to a happier note. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is coming back to TV under the show Bel-Air, which is going to be a new drama series.
If James Avery ain't on it, I don't want it.
I mean, they're set to have 2 seasons, and it is going to air. Let's see, on NBC.
Hey, was the entanglement the catalyst for the new show dropping?
Possibly. What?
Plot twists.
I think honestly that after that whole situation happened, I think Will probably was like, I'm going to try to stop catering to Jada, because she obviously is a person with strong will who's going to do what she wants to do. And it's not my job to solely be the only person working to save this marriage. So I'm going to go and do some things that make me happy. And that happens in a lot of marriages, especially people who are in long-term relationships.
Turn that shit into a check.
And I think
Will and Jada turn that into a check. Goes back to Kardashian again. Great marketing scheme.
But I'm excited. There is going to be Chris Collins. There is going to be another writer by the name of Morgan Cooper, which is a black male. And they're executive producers and writers on the new show, and I think it's going to be awesome. I would definitely tune in to watch it and see what happens. So I'm kind of glad about that. What is your rant, Ken? Because if you don't have a rant, all I'm going to say is Tekashi 6ix9ine is still out here snitching.
Fuck Tekashi. Okay.
Well, then let's hear your rant.
Nah, it was, black business and people backhand supporting and shit like that. It's all good. I'm over it now, but I'm going to go to this story that I screenshot that I'm going to ask a question. Relationship-wise.
Ooh, relationship topics. My favorite.
Okay. Via the Shade Room.
Uh-oh.
Written by six brown chicks. Question. I slipped up with my baby mama and she's pregnant again. I'm engaged and my fiance has no idea. I don't want to be with my baby mama, but I don't want anyone else to raise my kids. I'd like to move my baby mama and kids in with me and my fiance. How to do this successfully?
I would just say I would just say one thing. He better have a will, because he gonna die.
How do you get your baby mama pregnant, then go to your fiance and say, look, buddy, I done fucked up. I done got my baby mama pregnant again. We're in a good space. We're all cool.
No. If they were in a good space, that nigga wouldn't have cheated. He don't love her. Fiance, go about your business and find you another man. Just call it a wash. Get an annulment if it's still new in the marriage. Well, that's his fiance, so they're not even married. Girl, go pawn that ring and get the fuck out of there. Use that for your moving expenses, and you dodge that bullet. It's coming for you. Dodge it.
We got the knives of the O.J. Simpson now. But he said, how can he do it successfully? We have to give him great advice on how to do it successfully. So I say, get a house as big as Jada and put her on the east wing, and y'all live on the west wing, and y'all meet in the kitchen for dinner. And, he trying to merge his family. It's going to be a stepmama anyway. She's already a stepmama to the other kids.
He stepped outside of that committed relationship.
It's an entanglement.
It ain't no entanglement. Because Will and Jada have come out and said that they were on a break at that time. They were still living together, but they were on a break trying to figure out their marriage, and then Jada had an entanglement. That's the difference. Now, what it sounds like to me is that this dude, I'm not even going to call him a man, this dude of the male species had a loving woman at home who he loves so much that he asked to marry him.
Allegedly.
This is just what I'm picturing in my head. They had a loving relationship that he loved her so much that he asked that woman to marry him, right? You don't ask people to marry you if you don't love them, unless, you know, you're looking for financial gain or ulterior motive, stuff like that. Anyway, that's the point. Green card, yes. Ulterior motives. But anyway, so they had a good relationship.
Fiance.
He had a fiance. They were in a relationship. The woman is at home thinking everything is all good, probably planning the wedding, probably planning their future together, putting all of her eggs in one basket for this dude, right? And then
she ain't putting
around.
Enough eggs in that basket because he went and fertilized the egg on the outside. So maybe she should have been putting them eggs out there to get fertilized, and maybe they be having a baby.
First of all, if he wasn't so busy going back to sleep with his baby mama, then maybe that could have happened.
Maybe she was a freak.
Well, then go be with her. Don't lead the other woman on. All I'm saying is that they had a good relationship. They were engaged. They were probably set to be married. She's probably all happy and glowing. You know how women are when we get proposed to. Like, oh my God, he loves me. He wants to marry me. Showing all her friends, her ring, and all of that stuff like that. But on the flip side, he over here sleeping with his baby mama. Behind her back at that. And then now he wants to move the baby mama in just so he can take care of the children. First of all,
he don't want nobody raising his baby now. He trying to step up to the plate.
And that's understandable.
But he said he don't want to be with his baby mama. He loves his fiance. He just wants both of them in the same house so they can be a cohesive unit and raise this child. This child will have 3 parents.
No.
They'll never be late picking them up for football practice or dance practice.
It sounds like this man is very selfish. Very, very selfish. For one, I understand people don't want other people to take care of their kids, but what it sounds like to me is that he doesn't want his baby mama to move on and get another nigga. That's all it is. He gonna keep knocking her up because he wants his cake and eat it too. He wants to be with the fiance, but guess what? Baby mama, you better not go get no other man. Better not have no other man around my kids. That's some narcissistic bullshit. That baby mama is entitled to go get her a man, have kids with him if she wanted to, and he can still raise his kids.
Hey, Tom, Julie tried to say choice and she spelled coice. But I think she's typing out of anger. Back to you, Jim.
We're doing this to people in the comments now.
They're not doing it on the other side, so I'm going to do it here.
But all I'm saying is that this man can still take care of his kids. And the baby mama can still have her own life too.
Oh man, mama going talking about R. Kelly. Now R. Kelly did nothing but imprison them women. He ain't get none of them pregnant except for his wife.
He did get one of them pregnant. She had an abortion because she said she didn't want to have a kid by him.
Have a baby by me, baby, be a millionaire.
All I'm saying is that if I was engaged and my fiance had children with a prior relationship, first of all, I'm going to respect that. I'm going to meet the baby mother. She's going to know about our relationship, and she knows not to cross that boundary. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to help him raise his kids. I'm going to help him raise his kids. I'm going to make sure that he is an active participant, an active father in that child's life. And if that happens, he gonna die.
Damn, murder? Premeditated?
Not premeditated.
Oh, it's an act of passion.
An act of passion. I'ma just be on Snap because I'm a snap. Crackle and pop.
Snap, crackle, and pop. His name.
No, I'm playing. I'm not gonna kill anybody. But you destroyed our trust. You destroyed, just anything that brought us together in this relationship, and it's no longer gonna work. Go be with your baby mama. You want to be over there, you want to knock her up again, so go be over there. You don't want nobody else to take care of your kids, you might as well just get back with her. What am I here for?
Support.
Okay, well then I'll be your friend. I'll give you advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what else?
But you do know that there are so many women out there that don't respect the baby mama or don't Vice versa. Even the baby mama don't like the new girlfriend and shit like that. That shit is so
But
weird.
that's something that the baby mama and the new girlfriend are both gonna have to get over. This man has children involved. No, nothing else is more important than the children's feelings. And if they see two people,
Children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
can I get a point across, Kim, without you interrupting the
beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll have my dignity. Because you're the greatest.
We about to get demonetized.
Oh, inside of me. Yeah.
We are about to get demonetized. YouTube is gonna mute this whole video.
I can do a cover.
I'm glad you don't sing very well.
Oh, don't make me sing out there. Swing low, sweet chariots.
Lord, now would be the time for audio issues.
Home, swing low, sweet chariots, cling forth to carry me home.
Guys, that has been my co-host, Sojourner Truth.
Damn, Sojourner.
Anyway, but I mean, this situation can get tricky. The main thing that you want to think about is the kids that are involved. The kids don't need to see two women arguing over their father. You know what I'm saying? When both need to respect each other's boundaries. If you're the new woman, she needs to respect that. And if she's the baby mama, then the new woman needs to respect that as well. And that's, at the end of the day, when people talk about co-parenting, it's not just between the father and mother of the kids, but it's everyone else too, who's going to be involved in those children's lives. Co-parenting also includes the step parents as well. And people can't respect those boundaries. So we just need to make sure that everyone understands. Sometimes there needs to be a sit down, maybe even therapy. Sometimes, you know.
Sit down. Hey, listen. Speaking, let's go back. Alton Sterling, back in Louisiana, an associate of mine was killed by the police. Don't remember what year. I want to say it was like
2016, 15?
2016. The city is working out a settlement for his family and children of $5 million. And the white people are outraged, saying that is too much money to be giving him, period. Even though he was killed, he just fit the description of a person that they were looking for who was supposed to have been waving a gun around, and they killed him on camera. One of the first that we saw on camera, Alton Sterling, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Foster Road, right in front of the corner store, Fairfield, Louisiana. But they're saying they're pissed that his family is getting $5 million.
First of all, I think he should get more than that.
Yes.
And second of all, I don't know why people are outraged, because if their family member was killed, they would be asking for the maximum.
No one cares if it's not their family.
Exactly.
Black or white.
I don't think that's true. I care when other black people get killed.
Settlements.
What?
Settlements.
What do you mean, settlements? As far as the money?
Yeah, no one really cares. It's just, this is weird.
I think people do care. I care. I think that families that are done wrong, evidence covered, justice not served, false jail time, false convictions, false death penalties. You know what I'm saying? I feel like all of those people deserve something. And if it's the most that they can get, go for the most that you can get. And I'd be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the Central Park 5, they just reached that settlement not that long ago, and they were locked up in the 80s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that they were done wrong, and they deserved more money than what they got too. I just feel like anybody who was falsely done wrong, and I'm just going to throw it out there, whether you're black or white, if you were done wrong by the system, you deserve your just due.
Because
unfortunately, it's mostly black people that happens to.
All races are done wrong. We are disproportionately done wrong. All races are done wrong. But it's just what's attention grabbing, what is sensationalized, what is news. What, like, news, no one wants to be correct anymore. They just want to be first. Even with this, they just want the person who put it out, they just want to be first.
I honestly feel like the amount of the settlement shouldn't have never even been released.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when people have settlements, such as the settlements that Trump has gone through, such as the settlements that Michael Jackson has gone through, such as the settlements that R. Kelly has gone through, such as the settlements that Bill Cosby went through, such as the settlements that Harvey Weinstein has went through. I said that have all been kept secret. So why, Ken? Stop. Just stop. So why can't, when we finally get a smidget of justice, not the justice that we want, but the justice that we have to end up going for, why can't it be that we are, that it's kept close to us as well? You know what I'm saying?
Marcus, you are correct. White folks don't care about black folks getting killed. Damn sure don't believe they deserve money for it. That is true. But like I said, it's a topic. People want things to talk about. There's COVID-19 has slowed down so much news that they're just reporting everything. Just everything.
People who are bored now.
Yeah.
They have nothing better to do than to look up things. Instead of looking up settlement prices and things like that, they should be trying to join these protests. They should be trying to help fight for justice. But you're worried about how much somebody is getting paid for their family member getting murdered on camera in front of everybody by the police. That's what you rather spend your time doing.
Man, I posted a video the other day. This white guy, that was some protest somewhere. I saw a Trump flag, so I'm sure it was some Trump rally. White guy pushes black dude. Black dude squares up. White guy squares up. Black guy hits the white guy with a 2-piece biscuit, fries, and a drink.
Did he have honey on the biscuit?
Honey butter biscuit from Postmates. And there was a song playing in the background. Try Jesus. Don't try me. Cause I throw hands. I wish I could play it. That song, if you mess with me and mine, we gonna scrap.
Yeah. And Julie,
dude that did the commentary say things just got real out here. Knock that big white man the fuck out. With a 2-piece biscuit, iced tea, fried, double fries, knocked all the Trump support out of him. He woke up, didn't know where he was at.
Yeah. And I agree with Julie on that. But I also think that people who make more money than middle and lower class people should be taxed more. I'm sorry, I said it. These billionaires out here making money off the backs of us working class people, they need to start paying some damn taxes, and a lot of it. Because I know when I'm a billionaire, hopefully one day I'm gonna speak it into existence. Thank you, Jesus.
Hallelujah! Yeah.
I know that if I don't pay my damn taxes, I'm going my black ass to jail.
Speaking of black small business, I like the 147 tax cuts myself.
Ken, nobody's thinking about that.
Okay.
Yeah, retirement fund is a great idea. Just hand over your 401k. Hand over your Social Security. Hand that over.
Well, that's illegal for Social Security. You can't hand over something that you work for.
Yeah, but you paid into it. That's part of your taxes that get taken out of your check. So hand it over. You just can't file for Social Security when you hit 65.
Then what do we do with them after that?
I'm talking about the people who murdered this man. We're talking about where the money should come from versus.
But then at the same time, here's the thing, that's a catch-22, because if you take those types of measures to try to impoverish someone, we'll end up paying to take care of them.
Not necessarily. The only thing that they would be entitled to at that point is food stamps.
And HUD. Which are paid for by the citizens through tax.
Right. But then they have to realize the struggle.
Do you know how many motherfuckers living good in subsidized incomes?
Nobody I know.
Because you have to understand, we live a lifestyle that we will never understand how people can flourish in low-income areas. But there are a lot of people flourishing in low-income areas. They just want to flourish more from benefits.
My thing is this. Everyone that I know that have been on government assistance, who have had low-income housing, who has collected food stamps, WIC, all of that stuff, did not enjoy being on it.
You need that WIC milk.
They did not enjoy being on it. They wanted to do better with themselves, and it was only because they were in a bad situation that they needed that. And that's how it should be used.
But the other side of the coin is people who abuse it.
And those people usually go to jail.
They just arrested 6, I want to say it was 12, but I'm going to say 6 for the sake of being correct, white women for frauding the government and their food stamp benefits and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because there's more white people and people of non-black on welfare, and that's a fact.
That's true.
Percentage-wise, it may hit different, but it's more of them on food stamps and shit than black people.
True, but at the same time, black people are still forced to live in conditions that are unimaginable. We're pushed to the projects. You can have a white family on government assistance and still own a house and still live in the suburbs. They play the cards a little bit differently than we do. We don't have the same deck.
I want to say something, but I'm going to be quiet because the last time I spoke about empowering yourself to be better than your situation, I was almost canceled. So I'm going to keep my mouth closed and trying to empower people to be better. So I'm just going to shut up.
For the first time, guys, we should celebrate. If you have a drink, no matter what it is, drink to that, because Ken is finally shutting up.
Because I don't feel like arguing today. We're already at 58 minutes on this second podcast. We've done 2-hour shows tonight.
Well, that's because we haven't given the people a lot of content, and they deserve it. Thank you. Shout out to our Patreon.
Give the people what they want. Jalen Rose, baby. I already explained that it isn't 50-50, Julie. I just was being black devil's advocate to these white devils. See what I did there? That's a double entendre. I used it twice.
I just want to throw out there that there was another story that I skipped. Speaking, my mom brought up R. Kelly earlier. R. Kelly is getting beat up in jail. And he says that he's being set up by the guards. And the person who actually beat him up said that the government told him to do it. How do you feel about that, Ken? Because I could honestly care less. He didn't beat these little girls' asses for all these years. He can beat an ass whipping or two.
It's just so weird and why. It's just, here we go. We're going into the mind of Ken.
Oh.
I think this is a big episode of Truman. We're all in this goddamn sphere of Earth-like setting, and people of power are putting things in place to make us think left or right. You know what I'm saying? Because it only takes so much to get the average person to just go along like sheep. And when you go against the status quo and the majority, you're crazy. But I really do believe that these motherfuckers are playing us like puppets.
It's always been like that since the beginning of times. Someone always wanted to get over on someone for some reason, some type of gain. And the only way that you can do that to a large group of people, per se a country, is to brainwash them. Can make them sheep. And you're the shepherd.
There's an R in wash? Is there an R? If anyone in here or any English majors or spelling bee champions of '78, is there an R in wash? Because Joya said wash, where brain washed. I'm trying to, how your brain keeps making you say the word wrong because it just can't imagine saying that word like that. So you say brain washed, BRAINWARSH, brain wash.
Ken, goddamn well I can't say that word.
Abolish prisons. What about the rapists and the murderers? You gonna let them out too? Jesus Christ!
We don't need prisons.
The purge all over again.
Okay, the prison structure is worse. What are you doing over there, Ken?
Look at her. Lick these coals. I'm gonna smoke this hookah.
Julie, I'm not even gonna talk to Ken no more. Julie, the prison system needs to be done away with. If we have rapists and murderers, and we have child molesters, and we have bank robbers, and we have people who are out there actually committing crimes, they can be dealt with individually.
Damn. How do we propose that?
Do it old school.
Firing squad? We gonna stone them?
Something. Anybody who touches a child, anyone who rapes someone, anyone who murders someone or takes someone's life, eye for an eye.
Yeah, but it's so crazy because what about all the false allegations and the people who are falsely in prison? It just would just...
And that's why, investigations, of course, still need to be done. Things still need to be changed in that aspect because, of course, we already see things aren't being investigated properly. If that was done right, we wouldn't make mistakes.
Julie playing with you.
I see, Julie. That's all right. I can't say that word. I never could say that word. I'm fine with it, okay? I'm not insecure about it. I say wash. Thank you.
You be washing clothes?
I'm actually washing clothes right now. I got to go put them in the dryer.
Do you wash clothes as you eating bratwurst?
No, but you can go suck one.
So disgusting and unladylike.
I've never been a lady.
Clearly, big nuts.
I wear them on my chest.
That's been another episode. Maybe I'm tripping with Big Ken.
And Joya the Queen.
Thank you guys for going through our technical difficulties. Please follow us on all our social medias. Maybe I'm tripping. Twitter. I don't know how to do the Twitter. How you do Twitter.com/maybe I'm tripping. YouTube.com/maybe I'm tripping. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It's right below here. It's probably this side. It's probably right.
Ken, I got that. Just say the Patreon and the Instagram.
The floor is yours.
Say the Patreon and the Instagram.
www. Excuse me.
Hey Tom, he tried to say www dot, but said www cut.
www.patreon.com/ maybe I'm tripping. Let me tell you something about them contributions. They're coming in handy. We're trying to get this thing rolling. We went to an upgraded system last week, and we shut down both our computers. What the hell we was doing? And we both have excellent internet connections, but we just was trying to put too much on the little screen, and then people said, you guys need to stop it.
So, what good news behind that is that your contributions have helped me get a new, what is it called?
Encoder.
A new encoder to attach to my computer to where we won't have these problems anymore. Everything's not going to be passing through my computer anymore. It's going to go through the encoder, and it's going to make life so much easier. So again, thank you guys for the contributions. Trying to get Ken to get his own encoder so he can start doing these from his computer as well. And I'm not responsible for all of the live streams.
No, here's the thing. We don't know what phase we in. We're going back into studio. Big Ken Studios or Joy Studios in the next couple. I'm moving. Yes, we are. We're doing it. We're gonna.
Ken, after they say COVID is over, it's still not over for me. I'm waiting until I peep the scene and make sure people don't get sick again. So it won't happen right away. I'm just letting you know.
A couple months. Oh, and breaking news, they halted the vaccine trials for COVID-19.
Thank God, because I ain't putting nothing in me. I don't get the flu shot. I don't get none of that shit. Don't put nothing in me. Anyway.
Unless you want it.
I don't want it. So thank you guys again so much for your contributions. Go subscribe to that Patreon. Subscribe to this YouTube page. Like, share, subscribe, and bang the bell so you know when we go live. The link is down below. Thank you guys again for what?
I was saying hit it right now as being loud. And
okay.
I'm trying to show my muscles up at the same time, as you can tell.
I was going to say something, but then that might have sounded racist.
We know you're racist. You don't like people with muscles.
That'll be muscleist, not racist.
That was difficult in that position. I'm not going to lie. I almost pulled my forearm muscle.
You look like Donkey Kong, like about to throw a barrel.
Fuck you.
Thanks, guys, for joining this episode. We love you. Tune in next time. My encoder comes in Friday, but Ken's going to be out of town. So, when will the next episode be, Ken?
We don't want to say because we might be lying. We've been trying to do an episode. I'm telling you guys, when I post on Facebook that an episode's coming while I'm walking on the treadmill, we have every intention of posting.
We get it, Ken. You work out. We get it. While I'm walking on the treadmill. Shut up. Just shut up.
You stop being mean to me.
You're always mean to me, so take it.
Here's the thing. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, after we hang up, like it's a phone or we stop streaming, share it on your social medias because we need the engagement. Thank you again. Peace.
Bye, guys.